Happy Monday. I am officially doing my first live on, which is going to be a scheduled basis every Monday, about 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Monday. And yeah, this is the kickoff. So today we're going to talk about my marathon training and a couple other fun things. So let's get to it. All right. So first thing is my marathon training. How is that going? Well, as you may have known, if you've been watching my channel, I was injured. So I had 6 weeks off, broken toe, went on a trail, wasn't pretty, busted my toe on a tree stump or a rock or something, and had 6 weeks off. Well, I'm back at the training. 6 weeks have been up. And last week, I actually just did some walking. No, actually, I was wrong. 2 weeks ago, I actually just did some walking just to get myself all warmed up and ready to go. Then last week, I slowly moved into running, doing slow pace, easy runs, very low heart rate, 110 to 120. That's my easy pace. Most of it, a lot of it was walking, but I'm getting back into the rhythm of things by doing my running rhythm like I like to do, even though I'm in low heart rate. So yeah, so that went pretty well. And Friday, I hung out with our running club and I did 3 miles and I did like a 9-minute pace. So I wanted to kind of get some speed into it. And then Saturday, met with the running club out where I live, did 5 miles at a pretty, not an easy pace, but a little bit, but not too difficult. So yeah, so today is my very first day getting back to my training plan. So let me show you my training plan here. Let me add it to the thing here. Okay, let's see. That's not it. Wrong one. Oopsie. Wrong screen. Okay, let me add this thing, share screen. Let me get over here. Sorry, folks, it's been a while since I've been live, so I got to get back into the groove of things here. Okay, let me get into my training plan. Let's see. Window. All right. Let's see, what is it? I think it might be this one. Share, let's go into my, no, that's not it. What is it here? Okay. I'm going to find it here. I apologize for the delay if you're watching. See, I have it here. Why isn't it showing it? Let's see. Share screen. That's not what I want. There it is. Bam. Okay, found it. Okay, so here it is. This is, so Coach David Levine thought it would be a good idea if I went back to week 21, which is, let me get into this one, this different screen. Yeah, I like this one. See you there? Let me know how it goes. Hey, Heather, how are you? Thanks for being here. As you see, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm learning as I go. I'll get back into the rhythm of being live. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, I watched your latest thing on TikTok with your 5K thing. That was pretty cool. I need to go back and see how that turned out. But I think I got to your like 6th one. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. So I'm gonna head over to your TikTok after this and check it out. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, let me get back into this. Okay, no, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I Coach David Levine, who is the head coach of the LA Roadrunners. He's actually a friend of mine also. And he said, hey, I'm gonna put this training plan together for you. And he's gracious enough to do that for me. And after my training, my injury ended, I went back to him and said, okay, where should I start again? And he suggested I should go back to week 21. And I think if I was on schedule, I'd be in like week 26 or 27 right now. So yeah, so I started off today, week 21, where I did a 5-minute easy, which is pretty much walking. Yep. Great. Thank you, Heather. Yep. We all figured out as we go along. So I figured the more I do this, if I do this every Monday, like I want to do about 10 a.m., I'll become an expert at this. So thank you for your patience, whoever is watching after this or during at the replay. But yeah, so anyways, 5 minutes easy. Did a 4-minute threshold pace. That's which is a little higher, like 157 to 167, something like that. That's my heart rate at that point. Then I do 3 minutes a half marathon race pace, a little bit slower than threshold pace, and then I repeat that about 3 times. And then I do 5 minutes easy. So it went pretty well. I mean, I started off a little later. I started about 8, so the temperature here was a little hot. And so I don't think I could go, I probably can go faster if I would get out of the house earlier, but let's check it out. Let me share my screen here. Let me switch it over to the Garmin, and then we will see how it went. There it is. Okay. So, as you see, I did 3 miles. Actually, my workout that I had planned actually ended about 2.5 miles, but I figured I'm just going to keep on going. My average pace was 11:58 per mile. I don't really take much consideration into that because I was all over the place with the different paces and different segments. Elevation, as you see, flat, no elevation. So that was my pace here. During my first 5 minutes, which was my threshold, my warm-up pace, I was doing about a 15, 16 minute pace. And that's at my heart rate of 110 to 120, super slow. But actually, that's faster than what I've been going over this past week. So that's cool. And added thing, I didn't put this here, but I actually wore a chest strap today, my Garmin chest heart rate strap that I did an opening box on a few weeks ago. I'm actually using that now. And I'm curious to see what the difference is between using the heart rate strap and my watch. So that's going to be fun to see. Let's see and make sure. Yeah, so that's going pretty easy. Let me get back under here and just check to make sure it all looks okay for you guys. Okay, so as you see, okay, so then I went into my first threshold, and you see, as for the next 4 minutes, I was at about an 8:30 pace. That's my threshold. I think that my heart rate was like 157 to 167, I believe, if I remember correctly. Let me pull it up in my notes here so I can give you guys the accurate numbers. I know a lot of you folks love to hear these kind of statistics. Yeah, so threshold pace is 157 to 167, and my current pace for that is let's see. Oh, it looks like I was doing about an 8-minute mile. No, yeah, 8, yeah. So I did that for 4 minutes. So yeah, I was doing about, okay, yeah, but between, dang, I was going faster than I thought. About a 8-minute mile to an 8:30. So that was that. And then I had to switch over to half marathon race pace. That's for 3 minutes. And you see my pace goes a little bit hard. I'm going at like a 9:45, 10-minute pace. So then we repeat that. And as you see, you could probably see the repeats of my segments here. You see, right here, I'm going into my threshold pace, half marathon pace, threshold pace, half marathon pace. And that continued for 3 cycles. And then I finished it up. I was only supposed to do 5 minutes of easy to finish it off. But, I was like, I wasn't at a point where I'd be close to my home. So I just continued. So I went a little bit further and just continued to work out till I got home. So instead of doing like a 30-minute workout, which I was supposed to, I ended up doing like a 35-minute workout. So let's check out my heart rate. How did it go? See, this is what I'm curious about. Now that I'm using my chest strap, and maybe you could tell me in the comments if you're watching this. Yeah, so Heather, you're saying that I've heard the strap is more accurate. I hear that also. But how do you determine if it's more accurate? Is there, I mean, do you see spikes in your heart rate as you're looking at it now, like I am? Like, is there spikes? Is it like not as smooth? So I'm curious to see. So I think my wife suggested I should do 5 minutes or 1 week with the strap, 1 week without it, and then compare the two and see if I can see any difference. So if you know, if there's a way to see if it's accurate, like, because it's all by they say it's more accurate, but how do you know for sure if it is? But I'm going to take the expert's opinion and think that it is. It's right next to your heart. You would think that the closer that the thing is to your heart, the more accurate it's going to be. I guess that's how it goes. I'm no expert in this stuff, but if you know, let me know in the comments if you're watching this afterwards. Okay, let's get back over here. Get back to my screen. Okay, so yeah, so okay, there's my heart rate. You see, it's slow. I like how it's kind of a gradual dropping up and down. It's not like let me try to expand this. Okay, so as you see, the first 5 minutes was my low heart rate, and I stayed pretty much in my zone that I wanted. I just about got to the end. At the end of it, I was just about getting to the limit. And then I went into my threshold pace, which is 157 to 167. How did that go? So, and at that point, my average is, let's see, 157. Yeah, so I'm still within the zone for the 4 minutes. So the 4 minutes is when it ended there. So I'm still in there. And then I go down to half marathon race pace. And I noticed that it takes me a while. It took me, let's see, that ended at 9. It took me 2 minutes to get into the zone that I needed to get into. So that's something I should work on, is maybe slow myself down even more, because half marathon race pace is 139 to 148. So it took me, did I even get into it? 139 to 140. Oh yeah, I did. 139 to 148. So yeah. So as I said, took a while to get into it. And I get back into my threshold. And it took me, let's see, how long did it take me to get into it? It took me, so I started at 12 minutes. Let's see, something like that. So it took me about a minute, 1 minute and a half to get into, let's see, 157 is right there. So yeah, it took about a minute for me to get into that zone. So I need to like maybe push myself harder to get into that threshold zone. What do you guys think? Let's see. Yeah, but thank you, Heather. But as you see, like I'm trying to qualify for Boston. So right now I need to get down to like the 7:30s, which I know will come in time. To qualify for my Boston time, I need to be in an average 7:30 marathon pace. And right now my marathon pace is like 10 to 11, something like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's get back into the things here. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm finding this kind of fascinating. Let's see. So on this next round, how long did it take me to get into it? Okay, right now, so I'm at 12 minutes and I need to get to 157. 12 minutes. So it took me a minute and a half to get about a minute and 15 to get back into my threshold pace. So yeah, that's telling me I need to move faster. Okay, so now we need to get into half marathon race pace, and that is at 139. How long does it take me? So we're at about 15 minutes. 139, 15 minutes. And I'm still not there. 15. Wow, it took me almost 3 minutes to get into the zone I needed to. And by that time, I had to get back into my threshold. So that's something I need to work on. I need to work on, oh yeah, 143. Okay. So it took me too much time I think to get into that zone. So I need to work on slowing myself down faster and speeding myself up faster, or raise my heart rate faster. So yeah, so then our last one, it took me, so now at this point, we're at 21 minutes and I need to get down to 139. How long does it take? Oh, I need to get down to 148. What am I thinking? 148. So it took me about a minute and 15 seconds to get down to it. I need some work. Okay, so then we did my half marathon race pace for a bit, stayed within the zone, which was between 139 and 148. And then from here, I just finished off with my low heart rate, easy pace between 110 and 120. And as you see, I could not get down there because it took me almost to the end of my workout, right there, 33 minutes in, right there. And that's, it took me to the end to finally get down. I mean, I should have got down there. I should have walked, is what I should have done. I should have started walking and just got into my pace. But I just was enjoying the running movement. I really enjoyed it. So that's that. So that's my training. That's first day. Let's see what's going on for tomorrow. Let's go to the, let me see if I can get into this. Let me share a screen and move this. Let's get into what's going on for the rest of the week. Give me a second. I'm going to learn how to share these screens much faster one day. It's going to be like smooth as butter, as my wife would say. Let's see. This one here. Okay. So here's my training plan. Let me move out so be seen. Okay, so tomorrow, my day off. I'll probably do some strength work tomorrow. And then Wednesday, it's another critical, they call it speed work. They call those critical days. 15 minutes easy, 3 times 4 threshold pace. And off means when I'm going, I do 1 round of 4-minute threshold pace, and then I do 2 minutes of half marathon race pace. That means off right there. And I do that 3 times. So I do that 3 rounds, and then I do 5-minute threshold pace, and I end it with a 10-minute easy. Thursday is 40 minutes easy. Friday is my day off. I do some more strength work that day. And then Saturday, I get back to doing my long mileage again. Like I said, this week, I just did 5 miles. That was the longest I've done since I came back from my injury. So now I'm getting back into, I'm going to be back into 8 miles. And so, and then Sunday, I'll be doing some strength training and a little bit of easy, and this marathon race pace. So what's my total mileage going to be this week? 21.63 miles. 80% of it's going to be aerobic. 19 is going to be anaerobic. So we're doing the 80-20 rule. And yeah, so cool. I'm excited about that. I'm excited actually to get back into it because yeah, it's just boring sitting around doing nothing. Let me start moving the screen here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Heather, glad to see you recovered. Yeah, it's feeling good. My toe doesn't hurt very much at all. So that's a good thing. I didn't have any pain today. And then what else do you see? See, I know the injury was, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, because I was pretty much in my groove of my training. And then once I did, I need to learn to not do side things in the middle of my training plans. I need to learn to just say no, or just take it super easy and not try to compete with people or myself. Just stay with the program. And I think that's one of my major downfalls. I want to take on everything because I love the running community. I love my friends within the running community, and I want to hang out with them. So whenever someone offers me to do something, I usually say yes, but I need to stop doing that because it's not benefiting me and my goal of qualifying for Boston. So yeah, but another fun thing, non-running related, I have recently hit a milestone in my channel. And that is, I hit the 4,000 hours of watch time, which is needed to be monetized, but I'm not monetized yet. Let me show you my screen. I think it's this one. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. As you see right down here, I got over 4,000 hours of watch time. But now all I need to get my subscriber count up. I'm at currently, let's see, let me get out of here. Dashboard, currently at 720. So I need to still need 780 beloved supporters to try to reach that milestone of being monetized. Still have a long way to go. Still having fun in the journey. My last video, which was, let me show you here. See, this one went very well. If you haven't seen it, it was the Badwater video right here. This one here did very well. I mean, I was surprised how fast it took off. Right now, I mean, my Mount Whitney video is still my top video. It has been since I started. But Badwater, it now has almost 2,000 views, and it's only been out for about a month, maybe I think less than that. But yeah, I'm very glad. I put a lot of work into that. So it's cool to see when you put a lot of work into something and it pays off. You know, I'm glad people are enjoying it. My wife even watched it. It's like 45 minutes long. And I'm like, why would anybody watch this? But she even watched the whole 45 minutes and she loved it. So if I can impress her, that's a big thing, because I don't think she likes to watch long form things very much, but hey, I'm happy. I'm hoping it helps people on their journey on Badwater. And yeah, I think it's a really cool story, the way Rui was doing it for his granddaughter. It was very touching to watch and be there and share it with everybody. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna try to be going live every Monday, I believe at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., 10:30. A little late today because I had to get my stuff prepared. As you see, I was right on top of it. I'm still working on my studio here, working on the lighting, making some improvements. My business is going pretty well. I'm getting that off the ground, getting more clients. So that's making me a little bit more busy. Yeah, so Heather, yeah, thank you for hearing. If you ever get a chance, check it out. Or if you ever want to do Badwater yourself, it's a good opportunity to see what it's like. Or be a crew member. It was pretty informative. Yeah, so I'm still working and just trying to take it one step at a time. Try not to overload myself with things, and just know that growth comes slowly. It's just how it goes. But I'm enjoying the journey. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I see. You did watch it. Thank you, Heather. I'm sorry, I misread your comment. Yeah, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's that. See, got a lot of things going on. Like I said, my business is, I'm finally getting it off the ground. I got a few clients. I'm still very heavy within the running community, and we are fundraising. If you did not know, I'm doing the 4x4x48 challenge at the end of this month, and I'm doing it all for an organization here in my community, the Children's Center of the Antelope Valley. They help children who've gone through trauma. I went through trauma myself as a child, so it's something that's very close to my heart. So if you can, please donate, share the fundraiser, head over to my Instagram, or let me know. You can find me, and I'll send you the link, or any support. I appreciate it. Or if you want to run from where you are virtually and just support me, be with me from afar, I'd appreciate it. Any support is appreciated. Okay, so it's been, let's see how long has it been now? 23 minutes. Having fun. Hope you found some value in me sharing my training plan with you guys. And I'm continuing on making content. I'm hoping to get a couple videos out this week. And yeah, that's that. Thank you for being here, Heather. I appreciate you watching and hanging out. Everybody, if you have a chance, please head over to Running Geek Girl. She has some really cool content over there. And head over to her TikTok. She's very active on there. Kudos to you for being that active. It's like, it's hard to do all different platforms, but you're doing a great job. So, all right. I'm Anthony, reminding you to keep running for your best life. See you live next Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Bye.